I didn't waste it, 'cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Only I stay stoned on your love all the time.
Scott Lear here at B Chord. We're hanging out in Annapolis, Maryland at Rams Head OnStage and talking to Mr. Jackson Dean. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. We are so excited for this show. Luke Pell, you opening up. You got an awesome stage out there. The crowd looks great. They were all waiting outside. Mm-hmm. So you are a Maryland native. Give us a little bit, your background, where you came from, all that good stuff.
Well, I grew up on a dead-end road with a gun range at the end of it, on the edge of the swamp. Spent more time in there than I did with people, so that's where the little rednecky side comes in. But my dad's a general contractor, and I've worked with him all my life, so yeah. And then I picked up music when I did 2 musicals in junior high school, and I was the lead in Cinderella. I wasn't Cinderella. Get that one straight. And then I was Danny Zuko in Grease, so yeah. And then that came in, and I just picked up a guitar, and then I didn't put it down. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, and you know, one of the first things, you went to Arundel High School, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm still there. I got
still there. Okay.
I got one more year.
One more year. So one of the first things, and I know a lot of people probably saw this, one of the things for me was my wife one day, she's like, Scott, you got to see this video. And it was you, football pads and all, doing the national anthem, right? So give us a little bit of that, because I know I'm probably going to segue that into this interview some way or another. So give us a little of that story.
So they've been trying to get, I did it on the morning announcements like freshman year, and it was really cool. You know, it was cool. And, you know, people were like, "Was that you?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was me." And then my athletic director is a family friend, and he's been trying to get me to do it for a few years. And the band instructor, we have a really good band at our school.
Sure.
And they're like, "No, we want to do it." And he was like, he wouldn't let me do it for like 3 years. And then my athletic director was like, "He's doing it this game once. That's it, the whole year." And it was we played Old Mill.
Okay.
One of our biggest rivals.
Yep.
I sang it, and I'm on the 50-yard line, and it's packed, you know, sold out. And it was nuts, because like at the end, like I hit Brave, and I was just screaming, and they all just ran out behind me through the sign, and it was like, I'm never gonna get that feeling ever again. And we ended up winning. I think it was like 14-12, or like 14-13. It was
cool.
Like it was nuts. That was a great game.
It was great. I mean, I'm telling you, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, chills just kind of came through. My oldest went to South River, so we always had a good baseball rivalry going through your school. So I know it well, man. And Old Mill, that's a great rivalry there. So, but we've kind of struck up. You know, you and I chatting. We have a couple things mentioned a little bit. But you were just down in Nashville. We were talking a little bit while you were there. Tell everybody what you were doing down there. I know it was some good stuff.
I just had some meetings that I can't really get into too deep right now, but. Met with some pretty powerful people, met with some attorneys. Wednesday night I played FGL for about 400 people on the top floor, which was really awesome. I played about 5 songs by myself, and then the sponsors got up and said some things, and thanked all the other sponsors. And then I got up with some guys that I know from down there. Tim Gonzalez, he plays harmonica. He played on my album.
Okay.
Matt and Kevin Nolan from the Morrison Brothers. They're from Laurel, but they moved down there. They've been like top 20 dudes that you'll ever see play live. And then their bass player that they play with, Derek. I actually don't know a lot about Derek, but he seems like a cool dude. But yeah, we burnt the place down. It was nuts.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
it was so cool. I wish I was
time.
there. I was there the week prior, and I'm like, oh man, it just didn't work out. But okay, so Who We Are, the EP basically, or is that an actual album you would call that?
I'd call that an album. I mean,
Album?
half of that was recorded at Dark Horse Recording in Nashville, out in Franklin. So, like, Trace Atkins, Tim McGraw, Martina McBride, Neil Diamond, Union Station, Alison Krauss, a whole bunch of people have recorded there. So half of that was done there, and then half of the other one was recorded, or the other half of that was recorded up in Baltimore with a few guys that I play with up there. But yeah, I mean that's an album.
Yeah, I thought so too. And as I keep going more and more, I'm like, wow, this really is an album, because everybody puts out the little bit of an EP, you get a couple songs on there, and it was great. I honestly tell you, I was sitting there and I was burning through it, listening to everything, and Who We Are, right? Even though it's a self-titled on there, is a great song. So tell us a little bit about that song.
That song is, that was one that I wrote when I was kind of going through a phase of, I want this kind of hometown feel, and the few songs on the next album are kind of have that Kip Moore, John Mellencamp style of writing to things where, it's kind of like where I am right now.
Okay.
A lot of my writing, like Young and Wild, is a lot of where I am right now,
Sure.
and where I'm going to be for the next few years, is like a hometown kind of, maybe not a hometown kind of thing, but like an outsider hometown looking in
Sure.
kind of thing. It's kind of hard to explain, but I kind of wanted that song to say kind of who I was, and that song is, I mean, I've lived those songs.
Sure.
All of them in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, I just wanted something to say that that's what I was.
It's a great one, and I absolutely love it. You have such an awesome country bluesy sound to your voice as it is anyway, that, you put songs out there that there's a lot of people 70s genre, would totally get, because country music at that point really had that going. And dude, Patuxent is one of those where I hear that song and it's like, whoa, it takes you back to like that Allman Brothers, deep down rooted feel. So just wanted to tell you, it's great. You got something big going.
Yeah, those two albums were done 2 years apart.
Okay.
So that's why the second one sounded like so much better, because the first one was literally me sitting in a recording studio, like in a room the size of this room right now, with a mic and a mic here, playing guitar, and that's it. Like, that's it. There's a little bit of kick drum and a little bit of tambourine on some things, but I just sat there and played, man.
Oh, and it's so cool, because this morning, I get up early. I know we had this going on today, so I'm like, let me get up, let me get my coffee going. So as I'm sitting there, I have Save My Soul comes on, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm dancing around the living room with a cup of coffee to this song. It was great, and all I could say is the music is awesome. I love what you're doing. Keep it up, because you truly have something there. So,
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries at all. So the Who We Are, go get it. It's available now. iTunes, Spotify, you name it. Pretty much on anything. You can find it that way. New music. What are we looking? Time frame? Can you tell us anything?
So, not the last time I went to Nashville, but the time before, I was down there for about 4 days, and we recorded some things. But that's probably not going to come out for a while.
Okay.
Just not ready to release that. But the day after I got back from that trip, I went to Baltimore with my boy Sean Mercer. He plays drums and he's producing it. Like, he's just mixing everything.
Sure.
Rich Combe, he's my bass player, and my boy Wiley, he's playing guitar. And it was just the four of us in a studio, Magpie Studios.
Okay, yeah. Know it well.
We went in there. I was in a booth. They were in the big room, and they could see me. But we just cut 3 videos, 4 songs. All the audio is all one take.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be the first video I think we're going to drop next week. It's we did What's Up by the 4 Non-Blondes.
Very cool.
But like not with the capo up. It's just open G. And just let it ride, man. And it turned out really cool. And then we did Hallelujah by Ryan Bingham, which I'll play tonight.
Okay.
And then we did one of my songs. Well, we did 2 of my songs. But yeah, all the audio is one take, so that's probably gonna come out in May, late April, May.
Gives us something cool to look forward to.
Yeah, but there's gonna be 3 videos, and the videos are gonna be really cool. And it's not like a full show, but like it's real.
Sure.
Like that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and it's the best way you can do it, you know? So, some really cool news. We just found out about this the other day. As I was saying, we were talking. June 23rd, we're having our first B Chord Bash. Going to be at Union Jacks, right around the corner from here. And you are on the bill now.
I am, which is going to be really cool.
We're super excited. It's going to be an awesome night. Some of the proceeds are going to St. Jude, so it's going to be a cool deal having everybody out there. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, get those tickets. I'm going to end this with two things. Number one, I would be remiss with this guitar sitting here and not ask you about the burn pattern that's on there. Was that something you did? Was it something somebody did? Give us something about that.
Oh no, this took me about 3 days to do on and off. I just sat there and with a wood burner and burned it, and this took me about a day, well maybe a night, probably a night. Yeah, I can't remember. This took me like 5 minutes, but yeah, this I kind of just looked at a picture on my phone and got the skull right, and then the feathers I just kind of freehanded. So.
It's absolutely amazing. Well, I know you got to get ready, get out on stage. Real quick, I'll let you tell everybody where to follow you, all that good stuff. Let them all know.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I got Twitter. Instagram is Jackson Dean Official. So go give me a follow. You won't be disappointed. But yeah.
Well, dude, thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. I know you're going to kill it tonight. Everybody, thank you. Follow us at BChord615 or on the web, www.bchord.net. Thank you so much.
I feel as a week, I'm at a therapy with Lucifer. Wrote a long time ago, I asked for your mercy. You just sent me to turn the table. I know no saints, you see. I ain't like Rita, I'm little Gabriel. There's some Mr. Man upstairs. Tell me, am I ever gonna get to come up there? I fold my hands and I bow my head. Forget everything that was left unsaid. If I could hit the rain